Hello, everybody. This is Josiah Growth here and Beaux. We're here with Back to Bliss, and we are getting ready for a wonderful crystal workshop class that's happening on the 21st. That's Saturday, and it's up in our Colby location. And so Beau's here to talk about a new mineral, and he's going to showcase what he knows about the journey to the center of this mineral for you. So with no more ado, go ahead and take it away, Beaux.
Sure. I decided to start with one of the most basic of mineral structures. I actually chose this mineral here. Very beautiful looking, sparkly, and unique design shaped. This one is bismuth. Now, the reason why I started with this mineral particularly is it is actually a natural element. Unlike most minerals that are usually a composite of several different minerals in order to form and to take shape, this one is solely just one element, similar to that of diamond being solely just carbon. Now, some little unique things about this before we kind of delve a little bit of how to journey to the center of the crystal is this mineral is actually a little bit different than most of its other brethren amongst its group, is that it's diamagnetic. So it actually has its own little static field.
Okay.
It actually is similar to the Earth. Yeah.
I'm glad you explained that word for me. You know.
Now, usually when we go to the journey to the center of the crystal, the first thing that we notice, especially about this mineral here, is we notice the color, the design, the shape, and essentially, if you could hold it, the texture of the mineral as well. So a lot of these things starting off are very important because it helps us deduce individually the properties immediately that happens with the stone. Okay. Similar to that of the photobiology or the chromotherapy, when you're looking at the power of color and light, naturally when you look at minerals, depending on what the color is, it is actually going to affect naturally, almost like subliminal effects, just by the color. Okay. And how the color can influence the mood, the attitude, and just the psyche overall. Now with this one, it's just about every color. Right. It's a rainbow essentially. Now what's interesting about bismuth is it's naturally silver. Okay. The reason why it bursts into rainbows is oxidation. All right. And this one here, it has been melted and recasted. What's cool about this is that it has such a low melting point that you can just melt it down, put it on a sheet of aluminum, and it will just recrystallize and form right in front of you. And it will remain silver until oxidations really set in to create those rainbow of colors.
Interesting. So
I would say naturally we look at metallic being one of the prominent colors and rainbows, both of which I would say usually brings a degree of creativity and joy. When we see rainbows, usually it's almost like, or any rainbow color in general, it brings a sense of joy, illumination, and then when we see the metallics, it is almost sparking the creativity. Kind of reflection within our own creativity, really. Kind of like of a mirror in itself. So naturally, I would say it'd be a creative stone, naturally. Okay. When we look at the mineral even further, like I said that it was a solitary mineral, that signifies that it does not need anything else in nature in order to exist. This helps naturally show us and pretty much teach us that we can be independent and we can also be strong, and we don't necessarily need someone else to stay strong. Okay. But also in the same time as well, in order to show our true colors, we need other forces to help temper that because it needs the oxidation in order to show its true rainbows. And we look a little bit further when we look at these stones, the stair-stepping shape. Now, that is naturally part of its crystalline structure. And with this one, the reason why it cubes out in such a way is because when it cools down to crystallize, the inner temperature and outer temperature are at two different rates. And so when it's cooling and crystallizing, it's like one step behind the other, kind of creating this separation, so to say, in the figure. And those square and cubic type designs that can naturally show us a sense of stability. Yeah.
Fascinating. I like that. All right. So there you have it, folks. It's Beaux talking about bismuth and all of the wonderful properties that one specific stone has. And so if you find that interesting, come in and get a whole bunch more. Saturday the 21st, I believe it is? Yes, yep. 21st. Colby, Back to Bliss. All right. That's it for now. Thanks.